Hello everyone, my name is Nusazana Atila binti Barhai, not metric J25A17049. Want to discuss about the our water filter. Firstly, clean water is important for daily use, but water sometimes contains sand and dirt. This DIY filter can help purify water by removing basic impurities. Okay, for next, the problem statement is that some people receive clothing water and commercial filter are expensive. So the water filter make it cleaner and safer to use. Okay, lastly, why we choose this design? Because it is cheap and effective. Each layer filter different impurities and can work well. That's all for me.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Ainsalahawa binti Muhammad Sabri. My metric number is J25A10615. Today I'm going to talk about material and method. For this project, we prepared a simple water filtration system using float water. The materials used include fine sand, gravel, cotton, zeolite, 2 plastic bottles, rubber tubing, a small water pump, and a sample of float water. First, the gravel was washed thoroughly to remove dirt and dust. Next, the fine sand was rinsed several times until the water became clear and then left to dry under sunlight. The cotton was pulled apart into smaller pieces to increase its surface area. For the plastic bottles, one bottle was cut at the top to create the filter chamber, and a hole was made at the bottom to attach the tubing. The second bottle was used to collect the filter water. After preparing all materials, we assembled the filter layers inside the first bottle. The arrangement from bottom to top was gravel, sand, fine sand, cotton, and zeolite. Finally, a sample of float water was collected in a clean container for testing. This setup allows us to observe how different layers had removed impurities from float water. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Iskandar Zulkarnain bin Abdullah. My number metric is J25A1456. Today I will talk about discussion and result. Welcome to our brief analysis of a vital experiment in water quality management. We set out to test a filtration or treatment process on 3 different sources: natural water from pond BAP, water from pond moss, and a sample of methylene blue solution. The goal was simple: can we improve the water quality? Let's dive into the result. We begin with visual inspection. Both pond sample went from a cloudy brown or teak color with leaf to clear after treatment. The methylene blue, which started blue, also became a clear, confirming a highly effective physical and chemical cleanup. The numbers tell an even better story. Let's look at turbidity, a measure of water cloudiness. Pond BOP saw a dramatic drop from 37.8 to 9.55. Pond moss plummeted from a 25.3 to 9.58. Even the methylene blue solution went from a 5.07 to a very low value. These are significant improvements, indicating a massive removal of suspended solid. Meanwhile, the pH level, which measure acidity or alkalinity, remained stable and healthy. All final readings were close to natural, ranging from 7.16 to 7.33, ideal for aquatic life and human contact. Now, for the final 2 critical metrics, dissolved oxygen or DO is crucial from aquatic health. We saw a decrease in DO across the board from 94.6 down to 75.5 in pond BOP, for instance. This drop suggests that the treatment process may have consumed some oxygen, perhaps through chemical reaction or erosion changes. Finally, total dissolved solids or TDS saw an increase in all samples. This indicates that while we remove physical debris or color, the process added certain dissolved mineral salt or compounds into the water, with the largest increase seen in the pond moss sample, rising from 16 to 89. In summary, the treatment was highly successful in improving visual clarity and dramatically reducing turbidity. However, future optimization is needed to balance these gains with the observed decrease in dissolved oxygen and the increase in total dissolved solid. That's all from me. Now I will pass to the Salman for the next part. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Salman bin Ahmad Bertala Rimba. My metric number is J25A1712. In my part, I will talk about the conclusion for this experiment. To conclude, our project achieved its main goal, which is designing and building a working water filtration system. We learned a lot about how physical, chemical, and even biological processes work together to clean water, which meets the learning objective. Our tests on methylene blue and the pond water samples prove that our simple design using materials like gravel, zeolite, sponge, fine sand, and cotton was effective. In short, we successfully turned our theory into practical, working prototype that significantly improved the water quality. That's all from our group. Thank you.